Greetings, dear ones. Today, we're going to play with words. Words are something we throw into the environment, mostly indiscriminately. We toss out words and phrases here and there, oftentimes without really thinking about what it is we're saying. I suggest we try focusing our minds and our thoughts more and more on the words we want to say. Those words go out into the universe and they attract physical witnesses to their content. Words are commandments to the universe that something be so. The particular phrase I suggest that we try using today is a preference. I prefer to be abundantly wealthy. I prefer to be abundantly wealthy. If you like, say it along with me a few times and notice the feeling that you get from saying these words. I prefer to be abundantly wealthy. Again, I prefer to be abundantly wealthy. One more. I prefer to be abundantly wealthy. It's difficult for me to say those words and not smile and not feel pleasant inside. The expression is a positive expression. It's inviting abundance into my perspective. And what a glorious perspective that is. I prefer to be healthy. I prefer to be wealthy. I prefer to be happy. These are preferences that the universe will attract to us in witness to the content of these words. I prefer to be healthy. I prefer to be wealthy. I prefer to be happy. The spoken word carries enormous power. And oftentimes we speak so much that we're not even aware of the power that these words carry with them. And I ask you to think more about the words you say and understand that the words you say will attract into your experiences the witnesses of like content. Prefer to be happy. Prefer to be wealthy. Prefer to be healthy. There's an old saying about which comes first, the chicken or the egg. And in modern day experiences, there's a question of which comes first, the thought or the feeling. And I ask you, consider the thought comes first. The thought always comes first. And that thought will generate an emotional response within us. The thought will generate a feeling. Let's try that statement again. I prefer to be wealthy. And notice the feeling. That feeling is a strong energizer to the thought. And the thought, coupled with that strong positive emotion, goes out into the universe to attract witnesses that speak for that content. I prefer to be wealthy. The thought itself attracts into our experience like-minded witnesses. I prefer to be wealthy. I prefer to be wealthy. I prefer to be wealthy. I suggest you practice this simple statement or a statement of similar content frequently throughout the day. Frequently throughout the day. And notice how your feelings are moving more toward the feeling of wealth, of abundant wealth, of outrageous wealth. The wealth is out there waiting for us to claim as our own. And oftentimes our negative thoughts are pushing that wealth away from us. When we go running out screaming to the world, I need more money, I need more money, we're literally pushing that money away from us. That's the last thing we want to do. Shift your energy to I prefer abundant wealth, and see how the world responds to your loving and kind request. Thank you for watching. My warmest thoughts to you all.